What's up guys, how you guys doing? Hope you're fine. New video for you guys. So before I start this video, I just want to say one thing, and that is that I want to try to make my videos much shorter than they really need to be. Cause who likes long videos? Nobody. I know I don't. So I want to try to do that for you. Okay, so the topic today is not to waste time during the summer. Summer to me means three things: wise, fun, and timely important. So fun. So you've been doing schoolwork. Now I'm talking about the teenagers here. Now I know there's a bigger audience than the teenagers. There's the adults, there's smaller people, and there's bigger people. And okay, so it's really everyone. So fun. So you've been doing schoolwork for 9 months, right? About 9 months. You might say, oh yeah, I did more than 9 months or less than 9 months, and vacations and this and that. But this is your summertime. So just overall you've done 9 months, let's say. Just ground rule for everyone, 9 months for everyone. So now you deserve this break, you know. You've worked so hard during the whole 9 months. Now you deserve this 2-3 minimal months of break that you get. So use it wisely, okay? No one likes boring breaks. Like you're bringing schoolwork into home. Like it's just not at school, you're just doing it at home. You don't want to do it too much. But I'll be getting into other points later about, other things, and I'll be talking about that later. So yeah, I'll be getting into that stuff later. So try to do things that you've never done ever before. Now what happens sometimes is I think people have done this. They've done a thing where they're just in their comfort zone. Like this is your comfort zone pretty much, and you cannot get out of this comfort zone. Who said that? There's no rule saying that you have to be in your comfort zone and you can't try new things. Because if you don't try new things, then just life is not gonna be fun, you know. So you gotta try new things in your life, and you can't just stay into that hole of comfort zone. And what happens because of that is you become this couch potato. Now you might still be going to the gym, you might still be doing this, you might still be doing that, but there's like a routine you gotta follow. So just try and implement new things. That's what I'm trying to make this video, to implement new things for new people and just have fun, you know. So you gotta implement new things. That's it. Nothing to it. Okay. So health wise, the body needs three things: exercise, in my opinion, exercise, food, and rest. Now if you're fasting, just by the way, happy Ramadan to whoever's fasting. Happy Ramadan. So if you're, then the exercise and the food might kind of alter, but rest, that's of course, it's a blessing to actually rest in Ramadan or whenever. So resting is actually a good thing spiritually. Okay, so exercise, food, and rest. So exercise, if you have a gym, great. You don't have to go to the gym. You can do it at home workouts. You can look at stuff on YouTube, whatever. I wish I could do a home workout for you guys and show it to you, but I'm not that type of guy that's gonna show you a workout. Not really. So workouts, like at home, you could do it if you know them, great. So you can do it at home. So if you have a gym membership, great. But if you can't go to the gym, because I know a lot of people can't and they don't have time and yada yada yada, then just do it at home, man. You don't even have to do that. Okay, you can do that at home. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to play sports, guess what? Sports is a form of exercise. I know, right? Sports is a form of exercise because you're doing some sort of physical strenuous exercise. So that's why it's an exercise. So there you go. There's your exercise. Number 2, food. So don't eat more than you need. What I've experienced this in real life. What I've done sometimes is I've eaten in front of that TV right there. See that TV? Right there, yo. Right in front of that TV. I eat. What happens is that as you're eating, and the show's going on, the movie's going on, whatever's going on the TV, your concentration is on the TV. Your concentration should be on the food that you've gotten, okay? And you should be eating the food and enjoying a great time with it. And you should have a strong connection between the food and you, not a three-way connection between the food, your mind, your mouth, a four-way connection. Your food, your mind, your mouth. That, you shouldn't do that. No way, Jose, man. No. You cannot do that. Sorry, but you cannot do that. That's not good. And what that will do, it will kind of reduce your risks of obesity. So that's great, right? don't eat more than needed. Again, that kind of builds up that stuff. And try to do no junk food. Again, in Ramadan it's kind of hard to do and stuff like that because all your favorite foods are there, and you know, yada yada yada. The list can go on and on and on, but you know, be mindful of that thing. So don't eat junk food. And just one quick tip is chew your food properly. What do I mean by that? Because if you eat big pieces and you just chunk them down, what's gonna happen is your body has to work harder, I believe, to digest that food and break it down into, you know, simple sugars and yada yada yada. Thanks, biology. It really helped me for this video. Thank you. Okay, so it really, your body has to work even more harder to like break it down and stuff like that. So eat it, physically break it down first, and then chemically break it down with all the acids and bases and things like that in your body that you have. And of course, there's a pH scale, which I do not want to get, because you know, 1 to 7 is acidic, then something to something, 7 to 14 or 8 to 14 is something basic or base or something. Please comment down below if you know that stuff. Okay, so chew your food, they say it 33 times, and what happens if you chew your food is that you will avoid unwanted sickness and disease and things like that. That's what I've heard. Just implement that if you want, you know, and it's great for the health, and why not, you know. Okay, number 3 is rest. Of course, everyone needs rest, and what happens during the school year, college year, work year, just whatever you're doing, whoever you are, you know, you're doing something, right? Working, going to school, going to college, whatever, and you're probably not getting enough rest. What happens is that you're so caught up in your lives and stuff, and you forget to, like, sometimes, not forget to sleep. You know you gotta sleep, but the thing is that sometimes you give priority to what's more important at that time, and I've been through that stage. Don't get me wrong on that point. And I sometimes felt that, you know what, schoolwork is a little more important than sleeping. I felt that too, and as a human, it's alright, but that's not alright for your health, and I'm here to tell you that you should stop it. Okay? So, 8 hours of sleep. You know, we all need it, and it's better. And my sister 2-3 days ago told me that she didn't do a study, she read it on a article or something, that during the vacation you're more well rested because you're less stressed, and you have a small break than all your duties and whatever. Oh, I said duties. Whatever. Oh, I said duties. Whatever. Oh, I said duties. Really? Okay, but you just have a break from all your duties. Really? Yeah, really. Okay. And again, with that comes no stressing. Try not to stress as much as possible. I know stress gets to all of us for whatever reason that it may be, but try not to stress. Relax. Relaxing is a very fundamental thing that we should all implement into our lives. And I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. And relax does not just mean sleeping like that or whatever. Relaxing doesn't have to do with any of that. You could be relaxing and still reading a book. You could still be relaxing and going outside for a walk to the park. You could still be relaxing and watching a movie. Just relaxing mentally, maybe physically, maybe socially. I don't know, but just relaxing, you know. Okay, be wise, because if you're wise, because you got so much time in your hands. Okay, do great things. Be wise about your time, you know. Help the people that really need help. Your dad tells you something, your mom tells you, you know what, I need your help today, yada yada yada. Help them, because they're your parents, okay? We've all heard, or, well, it's a true saying where mother, heaven is under your mother's feet. That's true. And needless to say that you should respect your mother as well as your father. Just because there's no saying, oh, heaven is under your father's feet, or 10 pounds of cake is under your father's feet, then that doesn't mean that you shouldn't still help them. You should still help your parents, friends, family, cousins, sobrinos, sobrinas, anyone and everyone, you know. Please leave in the comments down below if sobrinos really means cousin in Spanish. I could still look it up, but it would be kind of better if you guys tell me. Remember the time that I was telling you, oh, you know what, you gotta study and this and that, don't do too much of it. Of course, don't do too much of it, but what you could do instead is, here, let's say next year in your, like, in my list, where's my, okay, whatever, in my list, like I got a list from before where it tells me for next year I want to have this course, that course, this course, that course, after the guidance counselor has done everything for me. Great guidance counselors, right? I know. So what you could do is, go to those courses, see what you need to practice on. If you think you're going to really have a hard time when you're going to be at that class next year, hopefully, then you want to take some time out from your summer and extract and use it for your school, and that could be beneficial for your grades, school, whatever. Okay, and just kind of give you a boost for that, whatever it is, algebra, math, geometry, social science, blah blah, goes on and on and on, you know. Okay, looking for a future job. Start looking, yada yada yada, whatever fits your interest. Start making a list, evaluate your interest, then evaluate the jobs that could pertain it, then cross out, think about it, do some research online, yada yada yada. This can even help you for college and high school, because that can tell you what courses you really need to focus on, because that's, your dream. That's what you really want to become. So that's why you should do that from before. Good tools would be, one of the tools that I would use, it would be Naviance. If you've never heard of it, check it out. It's really great. I'll give it a link down below. You can check it out and it'll be all great. Okay? So do some prepping, research during the summertime, because you got so much time, man. You got so much time. Okay, last but not least, number 3 is being timely important. It's very important. That kind of intertwines with being wise and being timely important. So it's very important to listen and be timely important. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that you got lots of time. You could do a lot of great things. You could like plan for your future. Like people say, where do you imagine yourself when you're gonna be in 5 years or 10 years and this and that. So you want to make those lists. Maybe if you want to go a little less and be like 1 year or 2 year kind of plans, you could do that as well. So plan for your future.